I mean, obviously, Me Too cases, there's a lot of range. You've got straightforward, really criminal behaviour, like Harvey Weinstein or whatever. But you also quite often what's going on is it's so much more subtle than that. It's like the Aziz Ansari case. Do you remember that? Quite an interesting case because he, in terms of the response, so Aziz Ansari, famous actor, comedian, he goes on a date with this woman who's a fan and it's all going well. And then they go back to his and he wants her to have sex and she doesn't want to, basically. But he's like a famous man who she likes, like she might want to in the future. She doesn't want to offend him. She doesn't want to mess it up. And so there's this like subtle kind of tussle and they end up doing some sexual stuff or whatever. She goes home, she feels terrible. She subsequently says to him, "You took advantage," basically, by text. He says sorry. And then later she sort of spills the beans in a magazine article. And that kind of thing is basically an invention of the sexual revolution, that kind of conflict where there's that degree of ambiguity. It wasn't that unreasonable for him to think that sex would happen. It wasn't that unreasonable. The problem that she found herself in is that she had to try and as politely as possible say no without, that's a really difficult social game, isn't it? Particularly when everyone's drunk, right? And she ended up, I guess, like they both messed up to some degree. Like he didn't read her social cues. She didn't communicate clearly.